Hello guys, welcome back. So let's proceed ahead in the chapter and let's have a look at the numericals related to the table of the values of certain specific angles that we had seen last time. Okay, so I will be putting this table for reference here in order for you to understand the questions very thoroughly, and also it will help you to memorize the values up to some extent. Okay, question that 2 tan square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sine square 60 degree. We have to evaluate the given expression. Let's see. Let's proceed ahead. So this is what we will get. Now let's have a look. First of all, tan square 45. Let's have a look in the table. It will be having the value of equal to 1. So I kept here the value of tan square 45 equal to 1. Tan 45 equal to 1. Similarly, the cos 30 is having the value of root 3 by 2 and sine 60 is having the value of root 3 by 2. So from the table, I am extracting these values and keeping the same in the expression here. So when I solve this is what I will be getting, and 2 will be our answer. Very simple. Let's take a look at the next question of the similar kind. Here also the things are same. It is just that the expression is in the fraction form, so we have to deal with it in that way. Once again, cos 60 is given here, so let's go to the table, extract the value, half, write it down here. Then sec 30 will be 2 by root 3. Let's extract it from the table, write it down here. Similarly for tan 45, similarly for sine 30 and cos 45. So that's how you will be getting the values from the table, and once you try to simplify it, it will be taking these forms as you proceed ahead in the calculation, and the final answer will be the 67 divided by 12. It is very simple. You just have to know the value of the trigonometric identities of specific angles, and the rest things are like a cakewalk for you. Okay, let's proceed ahead and have a look at some more questions of this kind. Here I think the question is about we have to choose the correct option. So this is the question that is given to us and we have to identify the correct option from A, B, C and D. Okay, let's see. Now tan 30 is 1 by root 3 as we know from the table. So let's try to write down that value in this expression. So we'll be getting the solution as shown here. So the answer is root 3 by 2. Now you have to look for the cases when the given identity gives you the answer of root 3 by 2. So sine 60 is one such value which gives you the answer of root 3 by 2, and that option is been given in the question here as A. So the answer will be sine 60. Simple, and that's how we will be highlighting this fact. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some more examples of the similar kind. Again, we have to choose the correct option and justify our choice. Sine 2a will be equal to 2 sine a. Now this statement is true only when a is equal to 0, 30, 45 or 60 degree. Now we have to choose here any specific angle which will make this equation correct. Sine 2a is equal to 2 sine a. Now I believe that out of this B, C and D option, option A is more convincing. Let's see. Let's try by taking A is equal to 0 degree. And let's solve for LHS. And LHS will be equal to 0. Similarly, do the same for RHS and we'll be getting RHS also equal to 0. That means that our assumption of A is equal to 0 was correct. So the answer will be 0 degree. right? Now I think so, if you also know the formula, if I think so mostly you will be coming across this formula later on in the stage where we proceed ahead in the chapter, that sine 2a is also given by the formula, or it can be also be equal to 2 sine a cos a. Now if this is correct, then we shall be able to solve the above question with the help of this formula as well. Let's see how can we solve this. That I am applying this formula in the above given equation, and that will actually help me to attain this entire thing. If you can see here that sine 2a is equivalent to 2 sine a cos a, so I will be replacing my sine 2a with this 2 sine a cos a here, which will be equal to 2 sine a. And if I do the calculation, what I will be getting is cos a is equal to 1. Now cos a is equal to 1 is valid only for the value of angle a equal to 0, and that's what our answer, that a should be equal to 0 for cos a to be equal to 1. So we can get it both the ways, either with the help of the formula or with the help of assumption. So you can opt out any method for solving this question. Okay, let's proceed ahead. Now this is one more question which I am feeling that it is important, so I'm covering it here in the video. That if tan a plus b is equal to root 3 and tan a minus b is equal to 1 divided by root 3, the condition is also given that the sum of a and b is between 0 and 90 degree, and also angle a is greater than b. We have to find the values of the two angles. Okay, it seems hard, but it is very simple. Let's see how can we solve this ahead. First of all, tan a plus b is given equal to root 3, which should ring the bells in your mind that tan root 3 is valid only when the angle is equal to 60 degree. That is visible in the table here, right? That when your angle is equal to 60 degree, then tan ratio will be giving you equal to root 3. So I can say that my angle here, which is taken into consideration, that a plus b is equal to 60 degree. Similarly, I will be checking the same thing for my a minus b, because tan value of a minus b angle is equal to 1 by root 3, and that is once again possible only when the angle is 30 degree. So I can simply equate that my a minus b is equal to 30 degree. Same simple. Now we will be able to solve this both the equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2, by the method of elimination, which you all must be aware of. So let us write them down and let us solve them. So what I will be getting is 2a is equal to 90, because b will be eliminated from this arrangement here. So a will be equal to 45. Now substitute this value in either of the equations. In this case, I am taking equation number 1 into consideration. So what I will be getting is that b will be equal to 15 degree. So this is your answer, that a is equal to 45 and b is equal to 15 degree. Also see that this is satisfying both the conditions, that the summation of a and b is between 0 and 90. And you do it here, 45 plus 15, it is giving you 60, which is rightly within the range. And also the value of angle a is more than b, because a is 45, b is 15, so both the conditions are satisfied. Hence what answer we are getting is correct. Okay, let's see what we have next. Okay, so this is true or false. Question number 1, sine of a plus b is equal to sine a plus sine b. We have to say whether this sentence is correct or incorrect. Now I feel that many times the students get confused, that sine of a plus b, whenever it is written, we treat it like the algebra, and we tend to, like, multiply the trigonometric identity inside, just like we do in the case of the algebra, which is absolutely incorrect. Because as we had studied earlier, that angle here is basically representing the trigonometric identity. Means trigonometric identity is being uh, written in reference to that specific angle, so there is no multiplication sign involved. So if you are considering it this way, please do not consider, because this will be absolutely wrong, and it will create more difficulties for you. So to justify our statement whether it is correct or incorrect, let us assume that our angle A is equal to 30 and B is equal to 60. Now when we do that, let's first of all find out the LHS part, the value of LHS part, that's sine A plus B, and in this case it will be coming equal to 1, and do the same for right hand side part, and it will be giving you some value of like this, 1 plus root 3 whole divided by 2. And as you can see that LHS is not equal to RHS, the above statement is not correct. It is false. Let's see the next questions. The value of sine theta increases as theta increases. Okay. Now for this we have to once again go into the table and have a look. So let's go into the table. So from 0 degree to 90 degree, what we are seeing there is the value of sine 0 is 0. Then at 30 it is becoming half. Then at 45 it is becoming 1 by root 2. At 60 it is root 3 by 2, and 90 it is 1. So yes, we are seeing here that the value is basically increasing. If we keep on increasing the value of theta, that is the angle, which means that the statement is true. Next question. The value of cos theta increases as theta increases. Now once again we have to look at the table in this case. So let's see that cos A is equal to 1 for 0 degree, for 30 it is root 3 by 2, for 45 1 by root 2, for 60 it is half, and for 90 it is 0. So I don't think so the theta value is increasing. In fact, instead it is decreasing from 0 to 90 degree. So we can easily say that the statement is false or incorrect. Let's see the next question. Sin theta is equal to cos theta for all the values of theta. Now it is very simple. The table is right here in front of you, and you can see that except 45 degree, all the other angles has different values for sine and cos. So of course this statement is also incorrect. The next question is cot A. It is not defined for angle A equals to 0, which is right here in front of us. Cot for angle 0 is not defined. That means the statement is true. Okay guys, so that was it for today. I have tried to cover almost all the examples from exercise 8.3, 8.2, sorry, maybe I'm mistaken in the name of the exercise from NCERT book I am referring, and I am trying to cover most of the questions. And supposedly instead we are missing out on some examples which you think that we should also cover. Please, you can reach us in our comment section. Also you can email us your queries. We'll try to reach out to you as soon as possible. So we'll be meeting again, and we shall be discussing now about the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Till then, stay tuned. Wish you all the best with the learning, and please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.